Hey everybody, it's Christina of Crafty Paws. I wanted to share with you guys my answers to being tagged. This is for the TMI tag. I was tagged by Brenda HDP77 and Cynthia, the Scrappy Bookworm 1. So since there are 50 questions, I'll try and go through real quick. And rather than have you guys stare at my mug, I thought I would share with you guys a little picture of Biscuit and Bandito and sweaters that I made for them a couple of years ago for Christmas. What am I wearing? Shorts and a t-shirt. Yep, it's 69 degrees down here right now. Sorry for all those folks up north that are suffering through horrible cold weather. I'm super glad that we've relocated down south, at least for right now. Have I ever been in love? Yes. Have I ever had a terrible breakup? Yes. How tall am I? 5'6". How much do I weigh? Are you kidding? Any tattoos? No. Any piercings? Just have my ears pierced. OTP, one true pairing. I would say like coffee and a sweet dessert. But I also like odd combinations like green apples and sliced cheddar cheese or peanut butter and bananas. Favorite show, Doctor Who. It's a BBC show that I was turned on to when I worked for the BBC a few years ago. Favorite bands, there are probably too many for me to name. I like all sorts of music from rock, pop, country, just all sorts. So I don't really have a favorite band. Something I miss. I miss the carefree way that I used to play when I was a kid. Imaginary play. Favorite song? I'd say Bittersweet Symphony, which was our wedding song. How old am I? 43. Zodiac sign. I'm an Aries. My birthday is March 27th. Quality I look for in a partner. Someone who respects everyone, who treats everybody with respect and has integrity. And that includes particularly, I think, people who a lot of people are rude to, like wait staff or maids at hotels or things like that. I think it's particularly important actually to be respectful of everyone. Favorite quote. It's a J.W. Stevens quote, and it's, "Be the person your dog thinks you are." Favorite actor. I don't really have a favorite actor. I would say that I like those classic kind of old Hollywood movie stars like Audrey Hepburn, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby. Modern ones are fine too. I don't know. I don't have one favorite. Favorite color, blue. Loud music or soft? Loud. Where do I go when I'm sad? Not a particular place, but I think when I'm really sad, I'll go for a walk, regardless of the weather. And usually, if the weather's okay, with my dog or dogs. How long does it take me to shower? About 15 minutes. I have really long, thick black hair, so it takes a long time for the soap to come fully out. How long does it take me to get ready in the morning? Probably about 25 minutes. Ever been in a physical fight? I used to fight all the time with my brother growing up, but like a real fight, I think that's only happened once. And that was when I was coming out of a club, I think at like 2 in the morning in Madrid. And I was trying to catch a cab, and I did. And this really loud, drunk Spanish woman pushed me out of the way and got into my cab. And I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just probably not sober and wanting to get home. And I climbed into the cab behind her, and she actually scratched me across my face and neck and chest. And the taxi driver came out actually and got her out of his cab and took me home. So that was my one physical altercation. Let's see. Turn on. I think what's attractive is when someone's attracted to me. Is that bad? Turn off. I would say anybody who shows discrimination, whether it's socioeconomic, racial, ethnic, based on sexual orientation, anything having to do with like discrimination. I think it really turns me off. The reason I joined YouTube, it was kind of on a whim. I was in my scrapbook room .ning.com and I was in the chat room and Jen Evers actually asked, what is my YouTube channel? And I didn't know what she was talking about. So I went on another page and checked it out, and I asked her what her channel was and what somebody else's channel was, and I wanted to comment, and so I opened an account. And then I think I started making videos right afterwards, maybe the next day. Totally crazy. I wasn't afraid of anything about it. I wasn't hesitant. I probably should have been, but I wasn't. I just jumped in. And that was end of last July. So really I started August, probably. Last thing that made me cry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The next thing, fears. When I was little, I used to be afraid of the dark. And I guess now I would be afraid of disappointing my parents. Is that crazy? I'm 43 years old and I'm still worried about disappointing them. Last thing that made me cry. I'm a real crier. I cry at happy things. Like sometimes you guys will probably hear in my videos, like when I'm really overwhelmed and excited about, something that someone's made for me or something like that, I'll get weepy. But I also cry over sentimental commercials, sad movies. Oh my gosh, if a dog dies in a movie, forget it. Yeah, so I'm a big crier. I couldn't tell you when the last time I cried was. It was probably like yesterday. I don't know. Last time you said you love someone, I told my hubby last night. We always say we love each other before we go to bed. Meaning behind my YouTube name. Well, it's kind of self-explanatory. I'm crafty and I love dogs, so it's Crafty Paws. Last book I read, gosh, I haven't really read in a long time. I've been watching YouTube videos. But I guess the last book that I really liked was The Chosen by Chaim Potek. The book that I'm currently reading, well, I'm rereading, it's Dr. Pitcairn's Complete Guide to Natural Health for Dogs and Cats. Last show I watched, The Big Bang Theory, just makes me laugh. There's enough sadness and news and whatever. I just like lighthearted comedy, and that's funny. I like the earlier seasons better than the more recent, but it's a funny sitcom. Last person I talked to, my hubby, the relationship between you and the person you last texted. I don't really text that much, but I would say it's probably with my niece, who's a freshman in college. Favorite food? I'm a vegetarian, but I love all kinds of food other than meat or seafood. But I'd say like my favorite dish is probably veggie korma, which is an Indian dish. I love it. Place you want to visit. I'd love to visit Australia and New Zealand. Last place I was, I'm assuming that's on vacation, and that would be Florida. A couple weeks ago, we were in Orlando and Tampa. Do I have a crush? I mean, that's tricky. I would say I love my husband, but I think that's beyond a crush. Last time you kissed somebody, I kissed my hubby this morning. Last time you were insulted. This is weird because I was at a stoplight driving somewhere, and this woman who had crossed the street, nothing, she was on the other side of the street, actually, the other side of the crosswalk, and she stopped after crossing the street and gave me the finger. I don't even know what that was about. I didn't honk at her. I didn't do anything. So I just think it was a crazy lady. But yeah, for no reason. Favorite flavor of sweet? I would say like nutty chocolate. So like peanut M&Ms, like, Tin Roof Sundae ice cream, that chocolatey and nutty. What instruments do I play? I play the piano badly. Favorite piece of jewelry? My wedding ring. Last sport I played, so not exercise. Sport, I guess I swam in Florida. I don't know. Last song I sang. I don't remember the words to any songs, not completely. So I would say I haven't probably sung a full song in a really long time, but I hum all the time as I'm walking, just around the house, whatever. I'm humming. Favorite chat up line? I think it's not really a chat up line, but I really think what works is hello and just start talking to somebody. Have I ever used it? Yes. Last time you hung out with anybody? Yeah. My hubby and I hang out all the time. We both work from home, so Who should answer these questions? I don't know if all these people have been tagged already or not. And obviously, if you guys don't want to do it, that's totally fine. But I would love to hear the answers of these questions from Rhonda, who's HeartMusicSoulRJ, Susumu, who is NerdyGeekCrafter. I know Jen's already been tagged. Jill, Love My Two Pugs 1. Is that enough? Paige, stampgrl. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Bye.